Picture yourself walking up to the lectern, cameras clicking away, while reporters shout questions at you. Once again, you're having to apologize in front of the press for the misdeeds of one of your franchisees. You'll try to convince the public that this is a one-time error in judgment and that your franchisee will be taking sensitivity training to address this issue. You never thought that this could ever happen to you. Others thought it wouldn't happen to them either. Until the headline screamed, "Franchisee throws water on homeless man in sub-zero temperatures." "Franchisee beats homeless man." "Store manager threatens to cut off employees' heads." These are real-life examples pulled from news stories on YouTube, in print, and on television. Extreme examples of franchisees and managers gone bad? Of course. But the public doesn't think so. They just can't believe your company franchisee could behave so poorly. And what stays in the general public's mind? Not the franchisee's name or location, but the name of the company on the signage out front. Hi, I'm Karen from Dynamic Performance Systems. We help franchisors like you choose franchisees that grow and improve your retail or fast food chain. What would you do if one of your franchisees was caught doing any of these things? You'd probably try to get in front of the news and say that the franchisee's or manager's actions are deplorable and that actions are being taken to remedy the situation and that this behavior is not reflective of your system. The trouble is, by the time you hear about the problem, the damage has already been done because the press always hears about and spreads sensational news quickly. Chances are you'll probably learn about it from the press first. It is possible to avoid these situations and stop them before they even happen. So why don't more franchisors try? That's easy to answer. It's not exactly top of mind, is it? During your initial candidate interviews, have you ever asked questions about how your candidate will deal with others, both the public and their own employees? And yet it's one critical thing you should focus on right at the beginning of your selection process. If you learn that your candidate treats others badly, weed them out right at the very beginning. You could start by asking the candidate how they've handled situations where they've dealt with very frustrating people, then explore their answers more by asking, "How do you mean that?" I know it's not grammatically correct, but you'd be surprised how much more effective it is to follow up with this expression than using a more traditional and grammatically correct question. For some reason, when you use this question with this exact wording, it seems to short-circuit an applicant's brain and you'll actually get a better answer. If they tell you they've dealt with others in unacceptable ways, shut the interview down right now before you invest your emotions in taking your candidate to the next step. It should be a deal breaker, no matter how well the candidate matches your needs. If you don't shut it down right away, you'll pay. It might be sooner or it might be later, but make no mistake, it will cost you. And the cost is going to be a lot higher if you put off the decision. Make sure that the next time you're talking to the press, you can talk about the good things about your brand instead of apologizing. Until next time, have a dynamic day.